Hey, Kyle.
Hello.
Where have you seen Alvarez improve defensively from kind of when you first played with him in the minor leagues to where we are now?
Well, I think he's been out there more consistently this year. I mean, he's always been a pretty good outfielder. It's just he hasn't been out there as much as he would like. So I think just him getting as many games as he has out there has made him more comfortable and just made him better.
Brian on the right.
When you see Jose struggling like he did in the ALDS, do you think that just means that he's due to break out, or what have you seen from his swings that gives you some encouragement that he's going to be a huge part of what you guys do going forward?
Yeah, I'm not worried about Jose. I mean, you guys have seen him all, his whole career and earlier this year. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, hitter. Seattle was a tough pitching matchup for us, and they did a phenomenal job. But I'm not worried about Jose at all. He'll come around.
Go over here in the front row, Dan.
Hey, Kyle, kind of building off of that, when he goes hitless in a 3-game series and you guys still sweep, what does it just say about the length of your lineup right now?
I think it says a lot. I mean, we don't have to rely on one person. If someone's struggling, there's always 8 guys behind them that can go up there and do the job. So I think it just makes it a little easier, just because knowing you don't have to do as much makes you a little more calm up there, and just makes it a little easier. So, I mean, obviously, I would love if everyone went up there and hit everything. So, if someone's struggling, we don't have to rely on them so much just because their lineup's so deep.
Go in the middle in the back, JP.
Thanks, Kyle. With Luis Garcia's outing in Game 3, what stood out to you about his stuff, and also how well he was able to sustain it?
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Our pitching staff did a phenomenal job the entire series, and then him. I don't know how often he's come out of the pen, but him to do that, first series of the playoffs was huge. And I was looking, he was throwing so hard. He was throwing like 97, 99, like up there. I was like, oh my god, because typically he's like low mid 90s, but he was feeling himself out there and he's doing a phenomenal job for us.
Go in the middle on the left, Brian.
Hey, Kyle, not a lot of 73-year-olds could relate to 20-year-old guys, but obviously Dusty's been doing that for years, and he can also party with you guys, celebrate with you guys in the clubhouse, which he showed after the Seattle game. How would you describe how he handles you guys, allows you to be yourselves, but also finds a way to daily relate to an entirely younger generation?
Yeah, Dusty's been doing this his whole life. He's played, he's coached, managed, so he knows the ins and outs of baseball, and he's been around everyone. He loves his sport. He loves being in the clubhouse with these guys, so he tries to be as friendly and personable as possible, just because we're here every day with them. So I think he's done a phenomenal job with that, and he loves winning. Comes out here every single day. Like, if we're at the field, might as well win. So he's really enjoying his time here, and we're happy to have him.
Go over on the left, Christy.
Kyle, do you feel like you guys will have an advantage having swept the series and having a few days off, as opposed to whoever you're playing rushing here and having to start another series tomorrow?
You never know. During the season, we play a game, leave that night, play the next day. So you never really know how it goes. You just got to go out there and win as many games as possible. Try and put yourself in as good of a position as you can. I'm sure whoever we play is going to try and win too, obviously. But, we just got to go out there and play hard baseball and, try and win the series wherever it is.
Go in the front, Mark.
Kyle, what about having Justin ready to go in Game 1?
He's definitely going to give us his all. He's a phenomenal pitcher. He did a phenomenal job coming back from his injury and playing for us this year. So, we're always excited to have him out on the field in the clubhouse. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal pitcher, and we're really excited to have him out there Game 1 whenever his next time to pitch is. But he gives us a really good chance to win every single time he's out there.
Go in the second row, Adam.
Kyle, talking to you guys, you weren't wild about that 5-day layoff after the regular season. I think it's only been, obviously, 3 games since before you play tomorrow. Where do you feel like the squad is in terms of being back in the rhythm and the routine of things?
I think we're fine. You just got to be mentally prepared. Obviously, we haven't played games in a couple days, but that's where all the preparation and mental side of the game comes in. So, we're still throwing live ABs out here, so guys are getting their reps in. You just gotta be mentally prepared as possible. We haven't played a game in a couple days, but that shouldn't matter. We do all the work that we can out here during these practices and try and get prepared as possible.
Go on the back right.
Kyle, obviously, you guys expected to know who you guys were playing tomorrow. What has that been like for you as you await your opponent to potentially go to the World Series?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, we'll have the game up, I'm sure, during our practice today, so we'll kind of be able to watch it and keep up with it. So, and then obviously we'll figure out who we're playing, and then be a little more diligent in our work on trying to get prepared for the series. So, we just go out there and basically control what we can. We just got to go out there. No matter who we're facing or who's out there on the mound, we just got to make sure our swings are good, make sure we're putting up quality at bats, and making sure our defense is solid. So we don't worry too much on who we're playing. We just try and do what we want to do.
Go on the right with Brian.
Have you been keeping in touch with Miles Straw at all over the last few days?
Yeah, it was his birthday yesterday. I tried FaceTiming him, but he didn't answer. I'm sure he was busy. But so I didn't want to distract him too much, and I saw their game was canceled, so I texted him later at night, just saying happy birthday. But yeah, I try and talk to him every now and then.